Hey guys, good afternoon. So today is the 23rd, and my name is Thea Ordonez from the 12 o'clock Turn Up Show. Today we're here with Stephanie Guzman, Ali Carano, Sandra Ujoa, and Sama Abad. They're all speakers from the 12 o'clock Turn Up Show. Okay. So the weather today would be high 20s and the lowest would be 7 degrees, and it is going to be a cloudy day. So topic for today is what you think about legalizing same-sex marriage. You know, it's been a really controversial topic. So how do you guys feel about it? On legalizing it? Are you for it or?
I'm for it.
Yeah.
I think it should be legalized everywhere.
I'm for same-sex marriage being legalized everywhere. Everyone has an equal right to marry the person that they love, regardless if it's man and woman or both men.
Yeah.
Everyone should have the same equality in order to marry the person that they love.
Yeah, I'm actually happy it was finally legalized in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So go New Jersey. Well, that's actually really good because I remember I did a presentation on this last year, and there were only 7 states in here that legalized it. So this year it kept on growing, which is a good start.
I think there's 11.
I think so.
14.
Yeah.
And hopefully it keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon the whole United States.
Yeah, I think in the future it's not going to be something weird.
Yeah.
You get me?
I think it should be like that because, love is love, and it's not something you can control.
Right,
Exactly.
of course.
Well, the only reason I wanted to talk about it was because I knew people who got bullied because of it, and as I did more research about it, I found out that the main reason for why people commit suicide is because of this, which is actually scary because usually you'll think, well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why, but it's actually the main reason.
And it's not like you can change it or something.
Yeah.
It's not like.
Yeah,
You're born with it,
I know people that have been like, no, it's not true, I'm not.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, they'll try to date other people, but never.
Yeah.
Goes back to
No one should feel ashamed that they like someone or
of
they
course
love
not.
someone.
Honestly.
Everyone has the right to love whoever they choose.
But then there's those people that are like
They still get persecuted for
they're like you should be
expressing
ashamed.
themselves differently, and that's mainly the issue on same-sex
Yeah,
marriage.
they
It's
call
like
them weird.
people can't really see change.
And the thing is, isn't this the United States of America, and aren't we known for freedom and being inequality?
Yeah, exactly.
So why doesn't everybody have the freedom to love whoever they want to, and why are they not treated and respected equally?
It's because people are scared that things are going to change and that, that it's not, people think that that's not normal, and, people persecute other people because they think it's wrong, but it's not. It's not wrong. It's, you love who you love, and everyone should, have that respect for someone else, even if they love someone from the same sex. You can't control who you love, and everyone in their equal right should have that equal right to marry the person that they want to marry, and to not let anyone or, any government tell them that you can't, because they do not have a justifiable reason to tell them that you can't marry the person of the same sex.
Everyone in this country is born with with equal rights. It's just all the same.
Right.
So, you guys knew that, right?
Well, also, it's not only the government, because, I personally know 2 people that came out to their parents, and one of them, her mom denies it. His mom denies it completely. We could never talk around her about his boyfriends because she discards it.
That's really scary because, you have your friends, but like at the end of the day, you always have your family to look forward
Yeah.
to. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
trust
and
them.
then
Family's always first.
Then the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
person I know, his mom just said he has to move out because he
That's-
came out to her.
That's what's the most heartbreaking, when
Yeah.
your family persecutes you
Yeah.
for being different. You know, and being different is a beautiful thing, because you don't want to be the same as everyone else, but it hurts. It's the most heartbreaking when it comes from home, because you think that your family is going to stand by you
And
no
support
matter
you,
what,
yeah.
and support you. But when they don't, and they basically turn your back on you for, you know, for loving whom you love, yeah, exactly, and being who you are, then that's what I think hurts the most.
that's the
And her
thing.
reason for telling him to move out was because of religion. Because,
Yeah,
you
that-
know,
I
in
think
the
that's
Bible,
Legalizing gay marriage isn't like the most important thing to do. I mean, it's important. It's
accepting
the
it.
first step, but I think the most important thing is making it something normal and making it acceptable, because it's just unjust to the people that they have to be treated like that
Yeah.
when there's nothing wrong.
you go right across the water to New York, and it's something normal.
Exactly.
You see all guys holding hands,
Yeah.
and it's more guys than girls. I don't know if you've noticed, but
Yeah.
it's mostly like that. And it hurts me for the kid that's like, his mom wants him out of the house. It hurts me because I can't do anything. It's not in my power. I can't tell her, hey, you know, your son's gay and you need to accept it.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I'm not supposed to know.
Yeah, that's
And
like
secondly,
disrespectful.
I can't
Yeah.
talk to her like that because that's just gonna.
Yeah.
She like what hurts me is that she would go at nighttime and throw him holy water, thinking that was gonna cure him.
See, no,
Like
that's
And-
just
yeah.
that
You know
can't
how
talk to
Ali
them
said
about.
like legalizing like same-sex marriage is like the first thing. It's not really the whole thing because you also need your family.
Yeah.
But I think like once you like kind of legalize it, it will show them that homosexuality is accepted in our society and respected, and it will remove the doubt from that being different isn't a social disability or a sin. It's just, you know, the feeling towards someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's one of the reasons why same-sex marriage is such a major issue, is because people cannot accept it within a religion.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
say that because of a religion, you know, it's not accepted. But, you know, religion is a big thing. It's, you know, everyone carries on their own different faiths. But, you know, when it comes to humanity and who you want to be with and who you are, you shouldn't be persecuted because it's not accepted in a religion. And in religion, you know, in Christianity, it's, you know, everyone is God's children, no matter how different they can be. And just because, you know, they do like the same sex, that does not make them a bad person.
Exactly. It doesn't define who you are.
And
at
like
all.
I love that it's legalized, and I understand that's the first step and it's important, but still people are gonna brush that away. They're still gonna see someone holding hands and be like, wow, ew,
Yeah.
that's weird.
I think it's going to take a really long time
It's
for this
gonna-
to
yeah.
become a normal thing and for it to be completely accepted. I just think there needs to be steps along
yeah,
the way.
baby
and-
steps. You
But
know?
I do like that a part of our generation is open-minded to it.
It's more like
Yes.
newer
And we
generation.
accept
Yeah.
it.
Because we're more open-minded, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
because it's become such a major topic that we have, you know, been opened our eyes and, you know, just accept each other for who we are, not for, you know, I guess because if we like, you know, the same sex. And, you know, I'm definitely for how you said in New York City.
Yeah.
It's like, I love it over there
I get
because
happy.
it's so,
Yeah.
you can, that's a perfect state where you can express your own style, your own individuality.
see
have
anybody
your
judging you
exactly.
at
You
all.
have your
No.
own
It's,
freedom
it's
of
like an
expression.
amazing feeling.
It's so
to feel
diverse
accepted.
with sexuality, with religion, and with expression and how you express yourself. So that's a really, you know, that's why I admire, you know, New York City.
Yeah, and not only that, if you've realized now shows and movies, they're more open about it too.
Modern Family.
There's a,
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a bunch of gay
perfect
couples
and
adopting
Frozen,
kids.
like the recent Disney movie.
Frozen.
They had
that was two
children.
and Franken.
yeah, it
Weenie.
was two guys.
Frank and Weenie. Everyone. It was big. It's funny. But I went with my.
There's definitely a lot more propaganda and a lot more publicity, and I think that's going to be very positive, and especially towards more generations to come, because they're just going to grow up with the idea that this is normal, that it's a human right that everyone has to love someone, and that it's acceptable because they're seeing it in shows, they're seeing it in cartoons, and they're just going to grow up with the mentality that this is okay.
Yeah, my sister, for example, her little kid, we've taught him that this is normal. Yeah. You can't judge them. You can't say, ew, that's gross, or why are they holding hands? Now, when we watched that movie, for example, he was like, oh, look, it's a gay couple. And a lot of people in the movie theater was like, whoa, what's happening in a kid's movie? And because a lot of parents are still a little iffy on explaining that to their kids. And I think this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. By the time we're having kids and they're going to have kids, this is going to be so normal that it's just going to be, you're going to see it everywhere.
All right, so talking about positivity, do you think this will have a positive or a negative impact if it becomes legalized all over our country?
Positive in some way, but honestly,
positive. Yeah, like how
it's gonna cause a lot of controversy, but it will only push things in the right direction, and we'll move forward. As
there's still gonna be people cracking jokes about it and like being mean about it, but
and to make it like, you know, like kind of like subtle, like it actually does bring a positivity, like in our economy wise. Like, when I made my research, it said that in New York, thousands of gay couples have already gotten married because it was legalized already, right? And Manhattan is expecting $9 million revenue during the first year that marriage was legalized. Wow. So
for the most part, it's such a positivity with, you know, legalizing gay marriage, but there's still people out there that are completely against same-sex marriage, and they do, unfortunately, like gay couples, you know, homosexual couples, they do get hurt, they are harmed, and I think that's the biggest thing when it turns physical, and
especially in other countries,
you know, that is one negative thing, but it does happen, and is, you know, it's reality. But I think that it is a positive thing, that it will be a greatly positive thing if it's, you know, same-sex marriage is legalized all over the country.
Like you said that they would get hurt and all that, right? But as more like we get into this, wouldn't more people also be before for it? So like if there's like we see someone being bullied, of course someone's gonna have to step up at least. And like myself, I would step up to like stop whoever's hurting.
Definitely, because people are very protective when it comes to that, especially people who are for same-sex marriage.
I'm very protective about it.
I'm very protective because it's a personal. It's something. It reaches my heart because it's personal. You know, it's family members. You know,
like the thing is, it's family members, but also like being accepted is one of the things that I'm like not used to. I've been in that place before. Like, I may not be gay, lesbian, or you know, but like I wasn't accepted because I was Asian before. Like, I know what it's like to not feel accepted, so I wouldn't want anybody to feel that way.
You know, and it's also, you know, coming from a home where my mom is really open-minded on it. And, you know, she has raised me to accept, you know, people for who they are, and I'm so thankful for that because, you know, even if it wasn't personal, I still would be totally for, you know, same-sex marriage.
I was actually talking about this with my mom the other day, and I was telling her about the people that I was talking about before, and I was like, I feel bad for him. I wish he could, like, if he's gonna seriously be kicked out of his house, like, he could stay with us or something. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, what would you have done if I came out to you like he did? And she's like, I would have felt like, you know, I wish I could have, like, my own new grandchildren that are straight from you, but, like, you know, I'm going to still accept you. I'm not going to lose a family member. Exactly. I'm not going to lose you for liking someone.
You're her daughter. And now with technology, you know, like, homosexual couples can have their children.
Talking about family-wise, do you think they should be able to adopt?
Of course.
Yeah, of
course.
Yeah.
No, there's actually
I love it
500,000
too.
people,
I
like
love
500,000
it too.
children who doesn't have a
That's
home
great.
in the United
Exactly.
States alone.
It's amazing.
Honestly, I feel like adoption shouldn't be like, you know, because they see like, oh no, they shouldn't adopt because then they're gonna teach them like
Yeah.
their
No,
own
if
ways or
anything-
whatever. But like, those children need a home. Like anything that they can get is like
Yeah.
really good.
And the thing is, like, gay couples, they can't procreate. So,
No.
and unlike, you know,
Well,
like us, I guess.
Yeah, lesbians,
Yeah.
they can because they could get a sperm donor. Like, I know a
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
that's
well, yeah, you
doing
can't
that.
do that, but, you know.
The gay couples, they want kids too, and I
Yeah.
feel that it's unfair when they're like, no, you can't adopt, because
Yeah,
why?
it's like-
They could still be
It's
parents.
If anything,
It's literally-
adopting a homosexual couple adopting a child, they will raise that child like in
With
just
love.
a newer
Yeah.
generation
Yeah.
to be. That child would be open-minded. They will not discriminate. They will
And it doesn't
love,
mean the child's
accept
gonna be gay
others,
too.
and exactly.
I feel like it's just like comparing it to somebody who's like African American or Hispanic. Like, no, you can't adopt them. Like that makes no sense.
Exactly. And if anything, you know, personally myself, I know, you know, couples
Yeah,
of the
me
same
too.
sex
Of course.
that want children, and they are so loving,
Yeah.
and they will be great parents.
They'll fight
so
for the
why
kid.
not?
Yeah.
So why not let, you know, why not give them a chance
Yeah.
to be able to raise a child in a good home and with a good mentality and a good outlook on life? Because I think it's honestly, for a child to be raised with parents of the same sex, it's a blessing, because they are, from when they're young, they're being taught how to be open-minded and how to accept
And I-
other people for being, you know, for loving who they love.
And,
This
like,
is Mr. P. I'm going to butt in here if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So, are you? When I'm listening to this show, are you saying we should redefine what marriage is? Typically, it was between a man and a woman. Are you saying now we should broaden that to be man and man, man and woman, and woman and woman?
I think
yeah,
marriage
it's
should be just two people that love each other.
Exactly. It shouldn't
Just
have a
confessing to love.
definition.
Yeah,
It should be
like marriage is about people who love each other. You can't like you can be a woman and you can be a man and like love someone from the like marry someone from the opposite gender, but why would that matter if you don't love that person?
Exactly. I know people that like arranged marriages. That's the worst because you don't
crazy.
love that person. You have to grow to love them.
But a lot of religious people, a lot of people in the religion doctrine of the Bible says that
Yeah,
that's not
it does.
that's not
Acceptable.
the way to go. It's
Accepted,
not
yeah.
acceptable.
I know.
So this is the problem. This is the issue.
Exactly.
You know, the you're going against the Bible, and for a lot of people, that's an issue.
I just
Yeah.
think
I
the book
understand.
shouldn't be taken so literal. Times
Yeah.
have changed. It's
Yeah,
been
that's
a long
from
time.
like the
Times have
BC,
changed
Like
and-
today's 2014.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
I think
2014.
things change.
And also, I believe United States is doing good so far.
Yeah.
11 states compared to other countries, you get killed if you're gay.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm pretty proud that I could say that 11 states have legalized
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and how we're in a state like one of those states actually
Exactly.
legalize
And
it.
right here is New York too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a country that is holding the Olympics, Russia, that's very
That's true.
anti-gay. Jamaica is anti-gay. So there's a lot of countries out there
Exactly.
that are not pro-gay. So
Hopefully
know.
that changes.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it'll make this took a while to be legalized, so I think it's just gonna take one step at a time. You know,
Right.
we'll get
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's what I feel.
I just feel like we're really doing great because they have the Pride Parade.
Yeah, in New
Yeah.
York,
And
every year.
millions of people come. That's
Yeah.
packed.
And
You know,
They're
and
just
not
like-
all of them are actually
Yeah.
gay. I go
Exactly.
there too
Yeah.
because I'm so
Exactly.
proud. Like it's
the
amazing.
energy from that
Yeah,
parade,
yeah.
it's
Everyone just seems so
overpowering
happy.
and so loving.
It's amazing.
That
Yeah.
anyone who's for it, it's just amazing.
Whoever
It's
goes,
great
you don't need to
feeling.
be
Exactly.
gay. You don't
Ah,
need to be a
yeah.
lesbian. You just go because
Whoever
You're
goes and is
accepted.
for it.
You feel so accepted. and
Everyone is so
free.
loving. It sends a positive message to
Yeah.
who goes. And honestly, it's, you know, that's something that I admire so much from New York too.
Yeah.
That they
Alright,
hold
so
that
like
every
after
year.
all this, we're still like staying with what we with our opinion, right?
course.
No,
Yeah, of
right.
Yes.
All right, so thanks for being here, guys.
No problem.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so this has been the 12 o'clock turn up show with Thea Ordonez, with Stephanie Guzman, Ali Carano, Cassandra Ojoa, and the one and only Sama Abad. Have a good day, guys.
That was good.